You okay?
What?
Dang, you sucking it up, huh?
I
Okay,
know.
so
I was
so
fine until like 5 minutes before we started the podcast.
yeah, well,
Maybe I need to vacuum this room or something.
yeah, or maybe
Probably
you can
dusty.
start recording with your shirt off.
I don't shave my chest, so I don't know that you'd get anything out of it.
I like hairy chest. Okay, so um,
You want some ginger with your sushi? Mm-hmm.
that actually disgusted me. Yeah, that is so gross. Oh my gosh. Like that's vomit in my mouth. Okay.
I got ginger on your tuna roll ready for you.
You're like the spicy sauce on my California roll. Uh, so this topic is sushi.
I'm hot
Uh,
like wasabi.
you, I'll put that Ghost in the Shell picture up of you again talking like that. I like it. Um,
Hey,
hey,
sweetie. What do you want to do tomorrow?
oh my gosh, that you are crazy.
You want to come on down my place and we'll just have ourselves a good old shindig?
Shindig. Oh, I haven't heard that in a long time. Oh, that's classic stuff. SNES Classic. Not
Are you
really a
excited for that?
Am I excited for that? No, I'm not excited for that.
Did you buy
I'm
the
not.
Nintendo Classic?
No, I didn't.
Me neither.
I'm not really too excited for it. Well, the biggest reason I'm not excited about the SNES Classic is because I'm afraid that Nintendo's going to do the same thing they did with the Nintendo Classic or any other thing that they bring out. There's going to be a limited quantity, and they're going to just have random shipments here and there, not announced, and it's going to have those jerk off people that go and buy a couple of them and sell them double price on eBay. It's just I can't stand
Yeah,
that.
I imagine you have some Toys R Us employees or whoever else will hide them in the back,
Yeah,
buy them themselves, buy them for their family,
that's
which
fine.
doesn't help the shortage at all.
No, it doesn't. But I'm okay with that. I can't stand you. Try to get an NES Classic now. Well, it's a lot of money, but Nintendo doesn't help the cause by saying, "Oh yeah, let's release this," but we're not going to have that many out there. It's just like,
You know, the weird thing about that is that Nintendo has. I feel like we've talked about this before, but
yeah,
Nintendo has sued a lot of other people for using
oh,
their stuff or, YouTube videos, using their products to make money.
mm-hmm.
But they don't make any money off of somebody buying their system and then selling it on eBay for twice as much.
No, they
So
don't.
why wouldn't they just make more systems?
That they would sell. It's because it, you know, the way I look at it, and NES Classic, I don't think this way, or the SNES Classic is not going to be this way. But their main systems, it creates more demand. When you can't have something, it just, oh man, they sold out, and it makes you look good as a company. Like, oh, we can't keep up with production. We're selling out like crazy. You know what I mean? It's just like it gives all of these false narratives, and I think that's what Nintendo does. It's just like, why can't you release enough NES classics? Is it that rare of product to make? You can't get enough plastic? Is there a shortage?
It does
I mean,
almost seem like a specifically Japanese thing to do because in America, it seems like we will make way more product than we'll ever need or sell. And then once the stores stop selling it, we'll clearance it out, throw it in the
yeah,
junk heap or whatever. But
yeah.
Japan seems to try to cut it as close or under what they think
It,
the numbers will be.
and that all makes sense. I have no problem with that. With items that they don't know is going to sell, like a game company comes out with one of those off the wall Japanese games, and they want to Americanize it, and they want to only make uh, limited copies. That makes sense. But with the NES Classic, you're going to sell a lot. I mean, just with social media alone, the buzz was crazy, and they hold it back. For what reason? It's not to play it safe. I mean, they can afford. You know how many Wii U's they made and didn't sell. They could do this with the NES Classic, which probably cost probably $40 to make, probably $20 to make. I mean, I made one that's not in, that has all the games for $40, and you know what I mean. It's just like I I don't I don't understand why Nintendo does that. So
I don't know. I imagine some Japanese people being in their warehouses just looking at stockpiles upon stockpiles of
yeah.
NES classics and just laughing at the world. We could sell you these, but we are evil.
Yeah, there's some conspiracy behind it. Yeah.
They're like Japanese anime villains
What
plotting to.
what games do you would you want to? What games do you think will be on it for sure? The Donkey Kong game, Super Mario game. Those what game do you think is going to surprise you? If you like, what game do you want on it? That's maybe not a no brainer.
Well, you'd have to look at the most popular games, right? You want Super Metroid.
Right.
You want Link to the Past.
Yeah.
I would hope they would put some of the RPGs on there. Super Nintendo had some good RPGs on it. Final Fantasy.
They'll put Final Fantasy on there. They put Final Fantasy 1 on the NES Classic.
Did they?
Yeah, so I think they'll put Final Fantasy, but are they going to put Breath of Fire, Secret of Mana, right? Things like that, which I would really like to see. I would really, I think it would be more of a, I might buy it if those things were on there just because. But
I hate how they fluff it at the end. They have all their, we have all these good games on it, and then at the end it's like a generic racing game, Pong, Frogger,
right, Madden 95.
Yeah,
yeah, like
Madden
crap.
96, Madden 97.
Right. But yeah, they'll have the classics like Star Fox and things like that. But like I played Pocky and Rocky the other day, and it's a neat game. I really
tried to play it the other day.
Yeah, it's relatively hard. Me and Ryan went through it, and got to the second to last level. But if they throw like kind of games in like that are just maybe not the most popular, but are fun, I would definitely take a look at it. But
you would, but I mean, how many other people would look at it and say, Pocky and Rocky, this doesn't even have anything to do with Sylvester Stallone?
Yeah. Well, they'll put Cliffhanger on there too then. So which is actually a horrible game on the SNES. I don't know if you played it, but the game's going to
put Cliffhanger on there.
No, I'm saying
they could put Cliffhanger on there.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what I think of Cliffhanger?
No, yeah. What do you think of Cliffhanger? Oh, that's so stupid. Because I did usually I didn't know if you were thinking of something, and then I'm like, okay, all right, jokes on me.
Right there, it was a cliffhanger.
Yeah, that was that was bad. Wow, we get really random in these. What are we talking about? Oh, the SNES Classic. Okay. Good God. So anyhow, I think it's going to sell regardless of. I mean, they're going to put Zelda, they're going to put Mario on it, and that alone will sell. So I just hope that they do more than 30 games, and I hope that they put in some of those classic games that are kind of cult classics, I guess.
I would imagine they could afford, a little bit more wire for the controllers too.
Yeah, absolutely. What were they thinking? That's crazy. For the NES Classic, short wires. What were they thinking? That's absolutely insane to me. So, well, there you have it. SNES Classic coming out this summer. I don't actually know when it's coming out, so
I think it's Christmas.
Yeah, it'll be in time for the Christmas season. So
it's crazy. They could almost Nintendo could almost just start all over. Just make Super Nintendo. Just come out with all new system. Just update those with wireless controllers and HDMI, and then just resell all their old games, just remake them all, and they just start all over again. I'm not excited about it because it doesn't come with free old fashions.